I found this video, why I stopped shouting out small YouTube channels, from a large YouTube creator named Austin McConnell. And the moment I watched this video, I knew I had to talk about it. Howdy, howdy, everyone.
Howdy, howdy. No. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this video where I take way too long to do an introduction. We know this. I really want to do this video because it hits a lot of things that we talk about here all the time, and I think it encompasses everything. So this is probably going to be the most important video I do for a while, okay? So if you're just like coming and checking stuff out, this is probably a good place to start, especially if you have a career or you want a career in either YouTube or writing or art or music or film or acting or whatever, okay? This is all true across the board, and I'm going to explain why here in a minute. So this is Nate Black. It's a very good channel to, and here I am shouting out a smaller channel. Jokes. What he's talking about here transcends YouTube because of how things work now. So I want him to explain some of this, and then we're going to talk about it.
Simple. You see, Austin used to make videos shouting out smaller YouTube creators. What Austin would do is he would find channels, or they would be recommended to him from his audience, of creators that they felt like deserved more attention than they were getting. Call it a diamond in the rough. And thus, Austin decided to publish this video, Why I Stopped Shouting Out Small Channels. But here's where it gets interesting. Because Austin is essentially saying it's not good for him to shout out small channels at all, he backs it up with several reasons. The first of which is this. Here's why. YouTube has changed a lot since I got my first viral video, with subscriptions becoming way less influential and YouTube's
Okay, so here is what we're going to say about this. So here's the thing. Subscriptions don't matter, okay? Subscriptions don't really matter, and like Nate will explain why they do, and he's also very true. Watch Nate's video. I'll link it down below so you can see like why he says what he does. But a lot of it, it's perceived importance, okay? For everybody. One, it's social proof for us that we did it, that we made it, okay? It's also social proof for sponsors, like who wants to do paid advertising with you. It's social proof for them to go, oh, this motherfucker's got pull. Look at all these subs, okay? And it's also sort of social proof for people who go to look at a YouTube video. Like they might, if two people are talking about the same thing and one person has 1 million subs and one person has 100, they're gonna go with the 1 million subs because social proof says that this one's better than this one, okay? Whatever. The thing is that subs don't fucking count on YouTube, okay? What counts is you getting pulled up and put in front of people on the homepage. The algorithm is what matters. And I'm going to say it like this. And so basically this guy's saying he doesn't shout out small channels anymore because if he shouts out a small channel and people go and subscribe to these small channels but then never watch another video, that actually ends up hurting the channel in the long run. Just like it hurts your book if the people who buy your book or who get your free copy of your book are not your target audience because they won't come back. And when Amazon sees that they don't come back, they're not going to push that book to people who have like-minded buys as they do. Okay? And on top of that, it's going to make it look like your book isn't really that good if people get the book and then don't like finish the book or don't like go back to see more about you. Just like if you have people joining your mailing list and you have like 1,000 people on your mailing list, but when you like send an email out, your open rate's like 1%. That's not good. And that sends red flags up for Google and places like that, thinking that you are like a bot and it's spam and all sorts of other shit. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this here and about what we do here, learning about just being an artist and living an artist lifestyle and shit like that, is that a lot of us still have that mindset that numbers matter, that quantity matters. And I'm here to tell you that it's not true because you don't need 1 million fans. You need like 100 like rabid fans who will do anything for your stuff. Okay? You need, like, what did they say? 1,000 true fans, and you could live a life as an artist no matter what, like, thing you're into or whatever. And that's probably pretty fucking accurate. I think it's less if you have more product and you put out more product. If you have fans that love your shit, if you put things out consistently, you don't need to have 1,000,000 fucking subs. You don't need to have 8,000 subs. You know, if you're doing the shit that your audience wants from you anyway. Okay? So when you get super hung up on numbers and all this other shit, just know that's like who's got the biggest D kind of thing. Like, it doesn't really do anything. Okay? Just because you have 1,000,000 subs, but you're only getting like 5,000 views, that's not great. You know? You see what I'm saying? If you put a book out and your book, because here's the thing. This is another thing. Oh, I didn't even talk about this. The way algorithms work. It used to be back in the day, like, this algorithm worked like this. 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 So different types of people could take off on different types of platforms. Okay? Whether it be like social media or online stores or whatever. Okay? Different people with different skill sets could excel in different places. But not anymore, because most of the people who run the companies that have the really heavy algorithms are all looking at what other companies do well. And then they take that algorithm, they take from that algorithm. So at the end of the day, we're all in the same fucking algorithm, okay? Like, do you remember there was a time when there was things like Friendster and Foursquare and High Five and shit and other things, MySpace, okay? There used to be a thing called Twitter, you remember? You had all these other things. You had different stores. You had your Amazon and your eBay, but you also had like Overstock. And I mean, that might still be a thing. I don't fucking know. Etsy used to be worth a damn, and now it's barely worth the paper that it's printed on, if that's even a thing anymore. So algorithms change, and some of you will know, like, oh, I used to do great on this one platform, and then it was just like the floor got pulled out from under me. Okay? Some of you on Amazon used to do great, and then the floor got pulled out from under you every time Amazon changed their fucking algorithm. Okay? So if you were doing anything on Amazon in the teens, every like 2.5 years, Amazon would do some big crazy thing and like send everybody into a tizzy and a panic because it completely changed your income that month. Okay? But if you had true fans, just a handful, you could constantly keep building. Okay? The only reason why I've been able to do what I do as long as I've been doing this is because I have a small group of fans that love what I do and just want to support me. Whereas if you just had a bunch of people who kind of knew who you were but didn't like support you, like, what's the fucking point in that? It doesn't matter. Okay? Like, if all you want to do is show the world that you have a bunch of subs but no one's watching your videos, it doesn't matter. Okay? Just like if you have, it's the same idea. Like, if you tell everyone you know to buy your book because it's coming out, but then Amazon looks at the people who bought your book, and this person's into cookbooks, this person buys car parts on Amazon, this person just basically buys slippers for everyone in their family, this person over here buys jigsaw puzzles, and none of these people actually buy books, like the books that you're putting out, Amazon's going to go, what the fuck is this? I don't know how to sell this. And then you disappear. Okay? Amazon will not push you because you don't make any sense. So they're not going to push you. That's why when you have a book first come out, the only people who you should tell that your book's coming out to are the people who are your actual fans, who are people who like the shit that you're writing, or even like people who like if you put poetry out the first week, just let your fans know that that book came out. The second week, then reach out a little farther and tell people who are into poetry but not necessarily like buy your stuff, but they could. Okay? Because Amazon's going to start doing that too. So start putting ads out for places that like talk to people like that. Then after about a month of this, then you tell your family, then you tell your friends, then you tell your neighbor to go buy your shit. Once Amazon already has an idea of who to sell your shit to, just like with YouTube. Like when you start a YouTube channel, don't just like tell your mom, your uncle, your neighbor, your bus driver, the bag lady at the grocery store, Tom at the auto parts warehouse. Like don't tell all of these people about your channel until you get your people, until you get your group. Because then YouTube will go, oh, these are the people who like this kind of video. And then if you have like everyone you know and your family and your neighbors and everyone in the neighborhood subscribe to your channel, but they don't like what the fuck you're talking about because like they all like you, but you started a YouTube channel based on different sizes of chess pieces and the history of that. Like none of the people in your town are going to want to see any of that. They're going to be like, oh man, I really love Tiffany over there, but God, this is the most boring shit I've ever seen in my life. So now YouTube is going to see that like, oh, you put a video out and like 3% of your subscribers watch it. That's weird. We're going to stop recommending your channel to people. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Everything is algorithm based now. So what you have to do is focus on making the people who care about your shit really fucking happy and then growing from there. But like just like going, look at me, and like swinging that thing around, it just looks like you're swinging that thing around and it's sad. So don't do that. It looks icky. Don't do that thing. Okay? Because it doesn't matter. Go watch Nate's video. I didn't like I'm not gonna play any more of it. I played enough of it. It's a really good video, like most of his videos are. And if you're looking to grow a YouTube channel, go subscribe to him. If you're not looking to grow a YouTube channel, don't even sub to him because it'll just fuck up the algorithm. But as he says in this video, likes are way more important than subscribes. So crack them thumbs or boop that like button like he says. Okay? So give me some thumbs, people. Give me some goddamn thumbs. Also, my new store is open, mattwallart.com. I have a bunch of my canvases up there. Oh, I should show you. So here we are on Matt Wall Art. Not to be confused with Matt Wall Art, because that would be weird. Am I right, folks? So we have canvases and we have the limited edition chapbooks. So these are just like, you could take a look at them. Extra, Los Angeles, me as an action figure, Panic. Yeah, and then you could like subscribe. You could do follow on shop. You could pay all sorts of different ways and make payments and all that other schwack if you want to do that as well. Come here to just the chapbooks. And again, I'm trying to think which ones. Los Angeles and Panic for sure are going to be gone by February 1st. I don't know if I'm going to take these two down. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know yet. But yeah, like they won't be here at the end of the month. Okay, because they go back into the Disney vault, folks. Go to mattwallart.com, take a gander, see what you like. If you join the crew down below, we're going to do our writing Zoom tonight, where we are going to get together, do some prompts, and write some poems. Okay. Also, the anthology, the 2025 anthology, is ready on Friday. Like, deadline is Friday. I need all your poems in by midnight Friday, Saturday morning, if you want to be a part of that anthology. That is going to be a free anthology that you can get probably on this store right here. So with that said, everyone, hugs and kisses. Thank you so much. Type hard, everybody. And I will talk to you all later.